Hey everyone, this is Creative Outlet Hobby. This is somewhat of an account update video. I haven't done one of these for a while on my webcam here. This is really more going to be of the photography genre. Something I'm going to do more of here in the short term. Haven't forgotten the knives at all. You know, the knives are fun collecting. They got a little expensive, so I need to take a little bit of a break on those, but my handy dandy Strider is usually with me. So what I wanted to talk about today was a recent video that I put up on a photo shoot that I did. You may have already seen it, but it was a shoot in Hawaii with a model named Camlyn. And pretty fun activity. I think the photos are turning out pretty good, but I just wanted to describe the tools that I used for that shoot. So of course I had the camera, the 5D Mark II. Pretty standard setup. For the shoot, I was traveling pretty light. I did not have a tripod. No other real, other lighting equipment, reflectors or anything like that. So used this camera. I did not bring a backup camera. One of the lenses I used, I would say I probably used this attached lens probably 30 to 40% of the time. This is the Canon 24-105 lens, and I used it with the stabilizer on. Used autofocus the whole time. I shot during the shoot, mainly using the manual and AV mode, and then some TV mode with the camera here. It was pretty sunny out, so I had the ISO pretty much locked in to 100 or 125 to 150, pretty low due to the sun. I did not let the camera auto choose it. What else did I do? I shot fully in RAW, the large RAW file type. That's just what I commonly do. I used a little bit of the spot metering on the camera, not the whole time, but most of the time I use the default, I forget the name of it, but just looking at the full focusing screen. So use that, a little bit of spot metering. I fought sand the whole time, trying to keep it out of my camera and cards and whatnot. I still have sand all over the lens here. It's really hard to see, but you can hear it crunch a little bit. It'll go away. Then the other lens I'd probably say I used most of the time is my favorite, and not an easy traveling lens, but it's my Canon 70-200 2.8L. It's the IS stabilized version as well. I've done other webcam discussions about this, but this is the great lens for this type of shoot. Portraits, model photography. Worked out really well. I can use the range on the lens to keep myself out of the water, but if the model is in the water, use this on autofocus with the stabilizer on the whole time on stabilizer mode 1. It works really well. I can't say enough about this, how good this lens is. Because it was so bright, I didn't shoot in the low aperture ranges, meaning 2.8. I shot in the usually around the 6 to 12 range, just because of the sun. The shoot was early in the morning. It was after 7 a.m. Actually started out too early to some extent. There wasn't enough sun, or the sun was spotty. Where I could, I tried to fill in shadows with my Canon 580EX. It's the version 1. This worked out pretty good. I have to say that I had some challenges with I'm not an expert on this flasher. I need some more practice on this, but it worked out pretty good. Cycling time was not a problem at all for me. So that was pretty good. It's always a little bit difficult to get the metering right with the camera meter and with this on and with this on. So overall, we're pretty good. I did have a diffuser on top of this. Say it one more time. Diffuser on top of this. I actually don't have it with me in the video here, but it kind of softens the flash a little bit. So I shot probably, 12 to 16 gigs of data, including some video, very limited video. My video skills aren't quite there yet. So I came home with the cards, and now my first step was to go through all the files, download them of course, and then put a priority against each image. Not a priority, but a rating. Is it star 1 through 5, 5 being the best. So I've kind of done that in my tool of choice. Let me flip the camera around here and I'll kind of show you. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, so I'm in actually Lightroom here, and these are some of the photos, and I kind of put a rate. These are probably the cream of the crop. Some of the ones that the model wants as well. And let's do some filtering. So there's a whole mess of photos. These are the unedited, kind of untouched photos, and these are all the ones that I had at least 1 star on. Okay, and I'll narrow it down to like all the ones that have a 5 star that I chose. So you may have seen some that I've already posted up there, but like this one. This one's only been slightly cleaned up in Lightroom, just with some exposure, some fill lighting, clarity. My next step is to roll this over into Photoshop and kind of remove some flyaway hairs. Very, very minor. This model was basically perfect. Some minor blemish things. Nothing at all, really. This one's pretty well good to go, and I'll put a logo on here as well. But you got some other ones, different poses. So, I'm still going through everything, and I'll do them kind of based on the ratings. So from this point, I'll roll them into Photoshop. I'll size them for the web. Post them out, where I can for what I want to show. And that's about it. That's kind of the summary of the photo shoot. I think it went pretty well. Great location, awesome weather. Water was completely warm. It's probably in the mid 80s. I don't know. You couldn't necessarily ask for more. A great model, timely, on time, had her act together. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.